Welcome to the NFL All Day Show. We got a bunch of stuff that just got announced, so we're going to go over. But first, and more importantly, we have a new intro. It's a football show. We're about to do it's a football show. No NBA because this is a football show. Football show. It's a football show. We're not doing NBA. We don't have to cry here. It's the football show. There we go. There we go. Shout out Rock and Roll for putting that together. Just kidding. Good to see everybody back here. Who else? Who's here? Who's here? We got We the People. Borland's in the house. Ghostface, Drilla, Milo's here. Jump Shooty, Mac Attack, Sneep, Stubbs, Getty, Naked XYZ, the Bongsman said his float NFT up to 46 minted. That's insane. You can find that in the Discord. Jordan's here, Artemis, Orion, Blaze, Flinger, Daniel's here, Tom E. Welch, Jump Shoot. I think that's everybody. JC, Dynasty, BD, Daniel D. It's a football show. Good stuff, everybody. I think like Anthony, Patrick, New Swami, Dirty Pirate, Lunchable, Limsey, DJ Local, Diamond in the house. There we go. Hey, we got some fun stuff today. We had a bunch of announcements. Not like full ass announcements, but stuff to at least talk about. And then I wanted to, at the back end of the show, we'll go over some of the Rumble stuff. We're going to use, shout out, by the way. I know this started last Sunday, but the football content here, our football show is sponsored by Momentum Labs. Shout out the Momentum Labs crew. So it's very exciting. So we'll be using some of their tools as we go over a lot of this stuff, but it's gonna be a fun time. But let's start first with the packs. We don't have a ton of information, right? The announcement basically was, I'll actually go to the Discord to make sure that I get it accurately. But basically just that packs are coming and more information will be there, right? So the first pack drop of the season, thrilling new moments from the first 2 weeks of action, Tuesday, September 27th. It looks like they're going to have both. Actually, let me pull up NFL All Day, and I think we'll be able to see. I'm not sure if they're listed already. Okay, no, they're not listed already, so I'm not going to share it. But it sounded like we have both like the premium packs are back as well as the common packs are back. Whatever. I'm not gonna. I think we need a better feel for how many moments are going to be coming out. And so shout out Diamond, who we saw in there. I'm sure he'll be tweeting out the plays and moments as they get minted. But I think our feeling on this will depend on like how many moments are being minted of players that already have moments. How many packs are going to be available? All of those questions will kind of dictate the community response, probably. Because I got to say, like my first reaction was obviously a little disappointed, but only because of what we've said on this show and every other stream I've been on. I think I was like hoping for the 4-week rollout, right? Where we get 4 weeks of football, pack drop. 4 weeks of football, pack drop. Back when it was more of like each team played 16 games, right? Every 4 weeks was kind of like a tent pole of like seeing where they were. So that was kind of that's where I was at. I was hoping that's what we were going to see. But again, I'm going to hold my judgment I'm going to hold my judgment until the packs come out and we see. Patrick says, weird. People are mad about the pack drop. Yeah, I'm definitely not mad. I just was hoping it was going to be spread out a little bit more. But hey, listen, if we come out and maybe it's like 12,000 packs or something like that, there's not a ton of moments. I don't know. I mean, we obviously, right, like this has been similar with NBA Top Shot. When people would get mad when packs come out, like, guys, we have to have packs. Like, don't be nuts. They're not going to do one pack drop 2 years ago and then never do another pack drop for all time. But I would just like to not see packs go every 2 weeks for the rest of the season. I feel like that would be a lot, but we'll see. And this is a couple of great points. We'll start with this one, Travel Addict. It is true, right? So as we start to dive into the playbook, we're going to still need more moments to burn. I don't think their intention was to have a $12 to $14 floor that we were burning 5 of each week, right? I don't think that was the intention. So more commons are definitely going to be needed, especially at the rate that they're burning. So I agree with that. And Mike, my understanding is we should get one. Well, you know what? I don't even know that. I don't even know that to be true. I know one is coming. They made it sound like more information was coming when we last talked about it. So I would like to think that would happen before the pack drop happens. So that's 6 days from now. I don't know. I did notice looking at the playbook, there's a total of 15 yards just for like spending money. Although technically, I guess you don't even have to spend money. You just have to get in line. But anyways, before we get into the playbook, we'll be curious like what the community reaction was to the packs. Like how are we feeling? This has the makings of a $25 ish. Does All Day come out with a roadmap before Top Shot? But anyways, as we joke around about that, yeah, I'd be curious what people's thoughts were on the pack drops itself. I think, I'm excited to see some new stuff come out, and just am hopeful that it's not like I don't want a bunch of moments of players that are already on there. Um, I think the sets blog plus the mint blog equals the roadmap. Okay, so you think that's it? The roadmap dropped last week. You think that was it, right? So just them saying, "Hey, we're gonna get two commons of each player max and one rare or Lego, and then plus the new sets that they introduced." We think that's the end of it. Um, all right, yeah, roadmap's out. Okay, that was it. That was it. Look at me, what a fish! I thought that was like it was like a half roadmap. I didn't think that was like the full roadmap. Um, but anyways, it's good to know. Glad you guys came here. Glad you guys came here to get piss poor information. Great question. Over here from Eric Fernandez. John Boy changed his PFP. Do you think he's out of Momentum Labs? I don't know. Got to answer that, John. All right, let's talk about the playbook, huh? Let's get into the playbook. I thought that was fun. I like that it's different each week. I don't want anybody complaining. About the playbook, okay? It's going to be different each week. I like that they're testing around with this stuff. If you don't like something, shove it. All right, let's look at the new playbook. I'm going to share screen right here. Let's go over to All Day. Hold on. I got to change something in the background. All right, here we go. So we're over in the All Day playbook. I'm sure. Oops, my bad, guys. I'm sure most of you have seen this already. Hold on. I entered full screen. Guys, what a shit show for a start to the stream, huh? All right, here we go. Favorite team, that gets you 5 points. Now, they did note this time, you need to lock that before Thursday at 6. You need to lock it before Thursday. So no switcheroos. Also, listen, if you're getting bent out of shape because you said my favorite team is the Bears, so I have to pick the Bears every week, that sucks. I hate that. I like the idea that you can make a shot on, you take your pick on Thursday. This is like the equivalent of a survivor pick, right? So you gotta decide by Thursday, who do you think is going to win this week? And there's going to be times where the Chiefs are probably favored by 9 and then they lose, and you just deal with that. But I don't want to hear from anyone. Yeah, dude, I'm a fucking Pats fan, dude, okay? I grew up in Boston. I have Dunks regulars every day. I get my bacon, egg, and cheese, and then I have a Sammy Adams after, and then I go around and sniff some coke, okay? That's what I fucking do in South Boston. And so there's not a chance in God's green earth that I'm going to switch from the RIP Tommy Brady Patriots to another team, okay? I'm not interested in that. I like the idea that we're able to do it, that you're just able to pick on Thursday. So anyways, back to this. The favorite team win bonus, it's 5 yards. They're still doing the streak. So if you just show up, you get some points. Burn 5 moments again to get the premium. New play. Join a pack drop on Tuesday. So I guess this doesn't mean, no purchase necessary. Just get your ass in line for 10 yards. Purchase a moment from the marketplace is 5. And then the daily visits, whatever. All right, here we go. This is the spicy stuff that everyone's freaking out about. So we have the Sunday night challenge 15, Monday 15, end of week 15, Thursday night 15. But the Sunday slate is 25 yards. 25 yards. Regular dunks. What do you pour? Large dunks for life. Mike, a regular? Do you know what a regular is, Mike? Mike, your non-Boston is showing. A regular just means I want 3 creams and 3 sugars, dude. That is what an iced regular is. Okay? Otherwise, I would have said medium. Oh my God, Mike. Dude, are you even from fucking Boston, dude? You're probably a Rhode Island, bro, dude. Get the fuck out of here. People are gonna tweet at Dave and Rohan when their favorite team loses. Yeah, probably. Probably. Yeah, Sunday slate. So Sunday slate at 25 yards, I think is pretty interesting, right? I think people are do you think people are freaking out right now because they're like, "Oh my God, this is gonna include a rare." So if we take out the 25, right? If we take out the 25 here, let's see. 5, 10. What's this? This is 20. So that's 30 yards right here, right? This is 30 yards combined between these two. 40. And then 15, 30, 45, 60. So if you do the am I wiling? There's 125 yards available, right? Yeah, busted, dude. Busted. Is that right? There's 125 yards available. I'm doing math in real time, which is bad. Somebody just tell me if I'm wrong. Somebody else count it. But is there 125? Because prior to that, it's been 115 each week, right? Somebody tell me if that is correct. Better hope your team wins, though. You're absolutely right. Yeah, so 125. But so like everybody freaking out about this 25-yarder on Sunday. I don't know. What if you do a double whammy, right? Who do we have? We've got Steelers and Browns on Thursday. Say the Browns are your favorite team. God bless. The Browns win and you complete the Thursday night challenge. I don't know. It's going to be, I guess that doesn't really move the needle that much. But can just do Sunday and get to 60 yards now, too. That is true. I like this. Good. Keep messing with the mechanics. That's what's important about this. I think it's nice that there's different ways to get there, and each week is going to be different. And who knows? A lot of people are immediately being like, all right, Sunday means it's going to be rares. It's going to be all rares on Sunday. That's why they made it worth more. And now people are buying some rares or selling some rares because now's the time to sell. Nobody fucking knows. Nobody knows at all. Also, a lot of F-bombs early, and I blame Mike Weisberg for just being wrong. But there's a lot I don't know. There's a lot of different options in speculation, and I don't think we have a damn clue. Yeah, sure. Maybe it includes a rare just because we saw some tweets about rares. Also, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just includes the top 5 receivers, the top 5 quarterbacks, the top 5 running backs. We have no idea. We have absolutely no idea. Anyone that tells you otherwise is wrong. Unless it's Alex all day because he got a challenge right, or Diamond because he seems to get the information like 10 minutes before we do. Jimmy Peacock says the extra 10 was to compensate for 10 yards for joining the pack. Not everyone will join. I guess, but everyone can. You don't have to buy it though, right? Remember, just joining the queue will get you those 10 yards. Only whales hate the 125 yards. Kevin, I feel like we haven't seen you in a while, bro. Remember, Kevin, you used to be in here a lot. I'm glad you're back, baby. I'm glad you're back. Sunday and another challenge gets you to 80. Yeah, I think this is good. Now more people have different paths to getting there, and maybe not to getting all of the prizes, but to getting some of these rewards. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm sure they haven't changed it, but I just want to check. Look at these sexy ass banners. So same thing, premium, 1 common base set moment, 40 yards gets you 2 moments with 1, maybe a special common. 60 yards, that'll get you 2 commons. 3 moments with 2 commons and maybe a common special or a rare. 80 yards, a better shot at a rare with the same thing. And then you get all the way to a hundo P and you're guaranteed a rare. Guaranteed a rare. Which I think is pretty sexy. We like the guaranteed rares. We do enjoy that quite a bit. Thomas says his wife got stuck at 70 last week, so extra 10 would have been huge for her. And I'm sure an extra 10 would have been huge for you, Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry about that, Thomas. That was uncalled for. And there was no need to just go ahead and say you had a small wiener. I apologize for that. That should have been directed at Weisberg. Anyways, good stuff. Good stuff. Any So outside of the 25 yards for Sunday, any thoughts? Any thoughts about the playbook? Are we feeling good about this still? Do we still have the same level of excitement? Do we still have the same level of excitement and anticipation for this? Um, I gotta wonder. My guaranteed rare last week was Jamal Agnew saving for a rare burn. There you go. I I still have the same level of excitement and anticipation for it, even with like more moments coming out and knowing we're going to see less pumps around this stuff. I don't know if it's because it's spread out week to week, like that we are. You know what I mean? There's like a natural flow to it, right? We have the first challenge on Thursday. We see where we're at. We get excited for Sunday with there's just games. We're excited for games in general, and then bang, we get a new challenges, and then it leads to Monday. You're sweating out Monday to see where if you're going to get your rewards, and then it's just like every week. It's kind of fun. Here we go. JK's. I like. I like that we were just talking about that. It was funny. Just joining. Think the Sunday slate will be a rare challenge. There we go. That's the speculation I was talking about. Boylan says interesting week of island games though. Limited moments options of a lot of these teams. Yeah. Also, I mean, this Thursday night game sucks, right? And I mean, this is why people gamble because there's a game on Thursday night. So you're like, oh, how am I going to get excited about watching Mitch Trubisky and Jacoby Brissett, right? That's just going to be tricky to do, tricky to be excited about. And now we have a challenge to sweat, which will be nice. And that'll get announced tomorrow around noon. Also a reminder too. A reminder Sunday when the big announcements come for Sunday. That's a total 25 yards for Sunday slate, 15 yards for the Sunday night slate. That's getting announced live on Team Hold with me and John Boy. All right. J7 says the favorite team isn't a good idea unless you can still hit your 40 non-challenge yards, just because that can really screw things up. What do you mean, J7? What do you mean? That's like saying, if I'm understanding you right, that's like saying the 15-yard challenge is a bad idea because if you can't do the challenge, then you don't get the 15 yards. Am I missing something right there? Not a fan of burning 5 moments each week. It's not good for a news user experience at all. Well, Strictly Sports, here's the thing. You don't even have to do it, right? You don't have to burn. This is like an added bonus to do these challenges, right? You don't have to burn. Right? I'm a fan of burn. I will not be caught on stream after just spending months and months and months about seeing all of these moments come to a platform and then to start saying, don't burn. You know what I'm saying? Let's get rid of these moments. Cedars says, I'd like to see some other angles for challenges. Maybe one challenge is have a set completed. Handful of contents. Yeah. Cedars, can I ask you a question before we dive into this too much? Have you completed sets? Because, hey, you might be new to Team Hold, but let me introduce you to a thought that we have that if your suggestions are based on the moments you own, I'm not interested. So as long as you're not a set stan, I think this idea is fine. All right, here we go. What else we got? Did I miss anything? You're trying to get me to embrace Usher. I don't think I'm going to do that. My bags. Also, sorry, my chair is on. There we go. Nope. Now my back wheel's on the cord. Whatever. Yeah, this is a great point here. Great point here. Wait till you get your playoff packs. Wait till you get more moments before you start burning. That's a great point. I also want to say, hey, if you're watching right now and you're like, hey, I can't type into the chat, guess what? You got to subscribe. We made this subscriber only, okay? So 69mega.com, when the sex bots come in, they got to subscribe first. What do you think about the discontinued He Called Game set? I don't that's fine. I like that they told us what sets are coming. Miklo, I'd be honest, bro. I didn't even know that was a set off the top of my head. I mean, it sounds familiar, but at first I thought you were talking about NBA Top Shot. Last week they offered 30 yards from non-challenge yards. Therefore, you needed to do 4 out of 5. But if one of those non-challenge yards objectives is the favorite team, then you're at 25. Therefore, you need to do all 5 if it is in 20. Dude, again, this is like if a train leaves at noon and the train leaves Chicago at noon and a train leaves Boston at 3. What time do they have sex, right? Like it's one of those things. It's one of those things. All right. Anyways, let's keep moving. I'd love to see the all-day merchandise of some of the playbook rewards instead of trophies. Yeah. Well, and again, let's talk about this. Did you guys listen to the spaces yesterday? Did you guys listen to the Dapper Sports Spaces? I thought Dave did a pretty good job of just kind of explaining where they're at right now. And it seems like he's made it very clear that, hey, this is new. This is new. And what you see today might not be what you see tomorrow. And they're going to continue to take feedback from the community. Hopefully not too much of it. And they're going to just see what works and what doesn't work. And I don't know. That made me feel, I don't know. He just seemed like he was, it just seemed like they understood the direction that they were going in, that they have like a clear path forward. And we should, hey, listen, we should be honest and transparent about our thoughts too, where it's easy to probably give them a little bit more rope and a little bit more leeway when the market is not in the gutter. And so it's easier to be like, yeah, it's the best. All right, Cedars. Have 2 historical common sets and completed make the stop, but my feedback is generally about the platform as a whole. I flip with the best. There you go, Cedars. I think they'll, yeah, I bet they do some stuff. I bet they do some set related stuff at some point. Too many people are completing 100. Yeah, well, it's funny. The first week, I don't think that was the case, but last week it felt like a lot of people went for 100 yards after some influencers started sharing their pack rips. Shout out Aaron Rodgers. Actually, I'm not shouting out Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, there we go. That's kind of where I'm at. How are we feeling with the Series 2 drop? Yeah, buddy. I think we need a better feel for like how many moments are coming out. We need to know what moments are coming out and how many moments are coming out. That's what we need to know. Tell me, baby girl, because we need to know. But yeah, we need to get that information first. I think once we get that, then we can have a better feel for the packs. My initial take, because I know we have a lot more people here than at the beginning, was just that I was hoping it was going to be every 4 weeks. But I was also under the assumption or under the premise that they were going to do the same amount of pack drops that they've done for their normal drops. So if it turns out that it's less moments and it's less packs and they're doing it every couple of weeks, sure. We need more. We need more info. Need more info, and then we'll go from there. What else specifically around the news that came out today? Do people have anything else they want to chat about? So I wanted to take a look at some of the stuff that Momentum Labs has put out there to like look at Rumble, because I know Rumble has been something that we've been having a lot of fun with. So I wanted to take a look at some of their stuff, but I don't want to do that until we're ready to move on. You know what I'm saying? Until we're ready to move on to the next thing. I guess what the first thing to do, we can kind of look at, I want to make sure we can look at look at this spreadsheet I'm about to share. I'm about to share a big time spreadsheet. It's going to be exciting. Get ready for this. Let's see what it looks like. Hold on. Stand by. Here we go. Flow announcement, dude. There's no flow announcements. There's no, I don't see a flow announcement happening anytime soon. I'm done. I'm pretending the flow's not happening. Okay. There's no flow. The only flow in my life is from Progressive. I'm not going to pretend that we get any single thing from flow in any sort of airdrop. That way, if it happens, we can be like, hey, look, $12. Hell yeah. But if we start, I'm done. I'm done pretending stuff's happening. Okay. We've learned our lesson. Don't buy into any hype. And then if it shows up, we can just victory lap for days and we can go buy some shit. All right, let's look at this. We get some primetime games, from NFL All Day. Show me the data. I'm going to drop a link to the sheets, but make sure you're over in the Momentum Labs streets. We're having a lot of fun over there. And this is the Thursday night, Sunday. Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night. We got international Thanksgiving and then Saturday. So just assuming like Thanksgiving, we assume we're probably going to get a 3-day slate, right? Right. Don't buy into Dapper's official Twitter account saying, did they just say that, Chris? Did that just get said right now? Oh, you're talking. Yeah, I know they've been saying it, guys, but they also said net neutral. So, all right, here we go. Let's look. Thursday night. Thursday night this week. We've got Cleveland, Dallas, Cleveland and Dallas, and Denver. Do we have 3 teams playing on Thursday? I'm so. Oh man, I need to do a better job reading this. Oh, I see it. I get it. I get it now. My bad. So you can see like the teams that have all of these island games left, right? And so if we look at, let's see who's got the most here. We've got Baltimore, who has one coming up week 5, 8, and 9, and then again in 15. But in the short term, I feel like Tampa Bay's probably got a shit ton, right? If we scroll down to Tampa Bay, not as many as I thought. They've already had one, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they still have quite a few. But anyways, looking at Thursday night over here, if we scroll over, that's this week, week 3. Week 3, Thursday night. So we don't have any quarterback. So we can go out on a limb here. Go out on a limb and say that probably not going to get a quarterback in the Thursday night one, right? So it's Cooper Rush and Jacoby Brissett. Hell yeah. You got Chubb, Dernis Johnson here. And like these are all relatively cheap with Najee Harris, who's fresh out of a challenge, right? Najee Harris being fresh out of a challenge. I wonder, because they're kind of limited with the types of players they can get from this game, if instead of like having, maybe a good one for TD scores again. That's exactly what I was going to say, Thomas, that maybe we just see touchdown scores. That one's kind of interesting, right? Let me actually blow this up a little so you can see a little bit better. But like Amari Cooper, Najee Harris seem to be the two that are kind of bottlenecked right now. We've talked about Freiermuth and Njoku a couple of times on this show. And then you see Claypool, Deontay. Jakeem Grant could really, well, no, it's a rare. And it's the low ask of 47. But Jakeem Grant, the only way he gets there is probably with like a punt return touchdown, which is in the range of outcomes, I think. And then on the defensive side of things, nothing too crazy, right? Clowney, man, butchered that. Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward. Yeah, so nothing too crazy. A team melt moment, maybe, but Cleveland doesn't have one, so it'd be weird for them to use it. So that's Thursday. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people were pumping up Donovan Peoples Jones. All right, Clowney's already ruled out for tomorrow. There you go. Thank you, Borland. I thought the Browns played. Oh my God, yeah. My bad, guys. I said Cooper Rush. My bad. I was just thinking of bad quarterbacks. My bad. Thank you, Daniel D. Grant is out for the year too. Listen, why? You know what? The Thursday challenge then should just be like, get us some moments of who's singing the national anthem. All right. If we don't have anybody playing, let's get some national anthem moments, maybe commercial moments. Maybe that's when we get Flow. We get Flow from Progressive. Yeah, I agree with this. Myles Garrett's a good call. So that's Thursday. Sunday night. Waiting all day for Sunday night. So Jimmy G was like 17 at the beginning of the week and is now up to 38. That's coming right off of the Trey Lance injury. Some wild Colin Coward and Trey Lance stuff. Whoo! Crazy. I'm not going to explain it, but just go ahead, take a peek at Twitter. But there you go. Russell Wilson and Jimmy G. I imagine I'm not prepared for Sunday night. I can tell you that right now. I don't have any of these moments. Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon. Javonte Williams, I think one thing we might run into, I wonder if we see more Javonte Williams come out. Do we see more, like, because the reward packs, right, that are coming out on Friday, I wonder if we see some more Javonte. Does the change of the Sunday slate yardage affect the importance of the island games? Chris, that's a great question. I think it probably does, right? I think it takes a little of the emphasis off of the island games, which I guess makes sense, right? Because in some ways, 6 teams were getting most of like the important value from it. And then like the Sunday slate is like way more like that should be a harder one. It should be worth more. So maybe that is right, Chris. I also wonder though, I don't know if we see this, but do they do something like, get the top four of the top 5 or something like that, for Sunday? I don't know. Anyways, let's keep looking at the islands. Brandon Ayuk, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, who I think is going to be questionable for this game, right? He had a weird shoulder injury on Sunday. If Judy's out, if Judy's out, give me all the Alberto, right? Because that would leave him with KJ Hamler as their number 2. I don't believe KJ Hamler has a moment. The one thing I'm concerned about is that offense looks like dog shit, and they've looked like dog shit against Seattle and then Houston, and I don't think Houston is good. Seattle, sure, I'll give them a little. That was a weird game in Seattle, but Houston won is no excuse. I don't know. Maybe you take the narrative that like, oh, they've been eating it all week long. They're going to be ready to go for week 3, but I don't know if they need to get made fun of in order to get ready for football games. But that offense looks like dog shit. George Kittle, will he be back? I don't know. But Kittle, Ayuk, Samuel, all good plays. There's no Elijah Mitchell. Jeff Wilson doesn't have a moment, right? I'm assuming he would have been on the spreadsheet if he did. And then when we scroll down to the defense, got a bunch of people: Singleton, Chubb, Jones, Randy Gregory, Kawan Williams, Justin Simmons, Patrick Surtain, who I think is going to be questionable as well, Brandon McManus, Quinn Meniers, and then on Nick Bosa is a good one. I just like this as a player. You got Jordan Willis doesn't have a moment, I don't think. Or no, he does. Just a Lego. Jordan Willis could mess something up. Ambry Thomas, Jimmy Ward, and the 49ers. So there you go. Maybe Surtain's good. I see Jerry Judy's questionable. Maybe Surtain's good. And then we're going on to Monday Night Football. And as I mentioned before, incorrectly, we've got no Dak Prescott. So it's Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush versus Daniel Jones, 2 quarterbacks who will be playing in Canada in less than 2 years. And then a running back, we get Zeke. We get both Zeke and Tony Pollard only having rare moments. So that one's going to be feisty. I wonder if that's why Sunday had a little bit more emphasis on it, because they were like, oh, Monday's going to get expensive. Saquon Barkley right there. And then you've got CeeDee Lamb, James Washington, who's going to be out. Michael Gallup, who I think is questionable as well. But it seems like he's trending in the right direction. So who knows? Kadarius Toney, he missed last week, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Kenny Golladay is basically dead. And then here you go on the defensive side of things. We got Barr, Van Der Esch, Parsons. A lot of rare moments here. A lot of rare moments right there. Outside of, and then like truly look at this. So all rares except for the Dallas Cowboys melt. Wow, that is tricky, huh? What do you think they do there? Do you think they include the New York Giants like team moment? And if that's the only moment you can use for a defensive thing, that's going to go wild. Because look at this. So Dallas, this is the comment. It's at 32 already. So already inflated a little bit. And then it's rare, 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 rare. And then on the Giants side of things, they have Aziz. They got Leonard Williams, and then they've got a New York Giants team moment. What do they do with that? The pack drop is before Monday Night Football? Wait, no, it's not. Isn't the pack drop on Tuesday? Isn't it the 27th? Am I wrong on that? Is the pack drop the 27th, 26th, or 27th? So the pack drop would need to happen before the challenge is over, no? I don't know. Guys. Interesting. So that's going to be fun. On Mac Attack, I'll push back on the defensive side. Yes, there was. All right. So those are the Island Day games. The Island games. Also love this highlight right there. Kenny Golladay will be cut soon, maybe. That's pretty fun. I enjoy that. All right. What was the other thing? Oh, let's look at this tab right here. And this right here is looking at Series 1 Pack EV. I thought, hold on. Series 1. Oh, I thought there was some Series 2 stuff in here. Am I wiling out? All right, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll go back over here for the time being. Which is Tuesday. The pack drop is Tuesday, Daniel D. So they're having it, we believe, a common and a premium pack drop. We don't have any of the information about how many packs, the cost of the packs, or what's in those packs, all of those things. Rares and legendaries column. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to just be scrolling around. Let me see if I can find it first. Rares and legendaries. I still don't. Sorry, I should have looked at this more beforehand. I'll go back to it in a minute because I'm still not really seeing I'm seeing Series 1 stuff, but I thought you said it was Series 2 stuff. But anyways, can we get a tropical intro for island game discussions? I think that's a good idea. Where's the pack info at? It was just an announcement. They tweeted an announcement. That was it. Oh, Artemis, there's some breaking news, Artemis. The problem with stacking weeks ahead is players can get hurt on any given play in games or practice until then. Artemis, wow. I hadn't thought about that. You're right. Sometimes if you speculate on, you know what? I'll actually go a step further, Artemis. The problem with stacking weeks ahead is sometimes the players don't play well that game. Man, so they could get hurt. And not just in games and in practice. Do you think all day then should they give us an insurance policy, Artemis? Because you're right, man. This is hard, dude. Because they could get hurt. Fuck. That's what's so different about Top Shot, too, because basketball players can't get hurt. That's what's so different about it. Actually, guys, I'm going to start listing my moments. You heard it here. 12:37 Eastern Standard Time on September 21st, 2022. NFL all day is dead. Oh, love you, Artemis. Artemis, did you run away after that? Did you run away? Where did you go? The great thing about Artemis is like that might be he might have been goofing. But I think deep down he believed that. He believed that. Oh, that was funny. That was good. That got me good. That's true. Pikachu can never get hurt. This is why I don't plan on viewing Team Hold streams until I see Mike is live. He could get hurt. Oh, man, that was good. That was good. Artemis, did you leave? Where did you go? Where did you go, Artemis? Or maybe he was pulling a Poke Pro Eric and was just listening to this on mute and then firing stuff into the chat. The good thing though, Artemis, luckily for you, dude, you were right. You were stacking all day. Actually, let me put that back on you, Artemis. Weren't you stacking moments? Weren't you stacking moments all summer long? Brother Fabs, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Welcome back. Crazy Joe. Crazy Joe, what's so crazy about this comment is I know you are watching in the past. You got to hit that live button, baby. Wait. I can't believe Artemis left. Let's tag him in the Discord. We need Artemis back in here. Artemis, where'd you go? Here we go. He just sent oh no, that was a while ago. Artemis, come back. I just pinged him. Oh, that was fun. Rage unsubscribed. No, he didn't unsubscribe. He's just doing something else. It's probably because it's 12:30 on a Wednesday and most normal people are working right now. Regulator just got back. Oh, there he is. There's the Artemis. Let's give Artemis a mental health check. Let's get him. I know it's probably been a while. Let's get this man an HJ. I'm sorry this didn't come with a hand job. I just don't think it's included in the airdrops. That's stylistically, that's tough to include that in an airdrop. That's too good. That was too good. All right. I'm feeling really bad. John told me exactly how to find the tab that I'm looking for. And he just said it's at the top and I can't. I'm only seeing S1 on because I wanted to share it with the new Series 2 legendaries and rares. Oh, I see it now. I see what he did now. It's a little confusing though. But here we go. Let me it's confusing on my end, not for him. Here we go. So these are some of the series 2 ones, right? So we've got the Michael Thomas in there that just got minted. The Justin Jefferson. There we go. That one just got minted as well. Let me see if there's anything else in here. It's just those two, because I know those are the ones that were shared. There were some other rare ones that got minted as well. Oh, here we go. CEH, Justin Fields, DeAndre Swift, and Rashad Bateman. The Bateman one was pretty fun, man. The Bateman one was pretty fun. I really liked that one. MacTax says, "Where's Dustin been? I felt like I saw a ghost in that drop." I know it's been a while. We haven't. Dustin's a busy man, dude. Him and the mouse. Doubtful Jimmy G gets more moments for a bit. Might wait for challenge pumps. Chris, may I ask, why do you think that is? Do you think it's because they're not going to be going for? Do you think it's because they're not going to be going for? They're not going to be using players in drops that already have moments? Because I'd argue that he's one of the ones that more likely to get one. No, I'm right, because he's going to be. Oh, in this specific drop, I see what you're saying. In this specific drop, I don't know. Would you sell a rare Mark Andrews right now? Dude, you know the rules. Adam, you know the rules, bro. I can't give financial advice. Let's do another drop. None of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do. Something like that, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. I like Mark Andrews. I think the Ravens are going to score a lot of points. I mean, especially, I think everyone believes, even though the Dolphins lit up the Ravens, I think people are just like, oh yeah, the Ravens D is solid. It's always been solid, right? So especially in like fantasy related things, if you're thinking about Rumble or whatever, I think people are a little hesitant to attack the Ravens, right? And so if we realize that the Ravens defense is going to be a little shoddy, especially in the back, nice, that they might be in way more shootout games than we're used to seeing from the Ravens. And if that's the case, if the defense is getting banged up a little bit and is getting lit up by Tua, then we know Lamar's going to be chucking. So like the Lamar's, Bateman's, motorcycle went by, and Mark Andrews, I think are guys that are going to be, I don't know, guys that I'm going to be targeting, both in like DraftKings, but also in these streets. Artemis with the retort. I'm just saying injuries happen way more in the NFL than any other sport. Let's actually do this. Let's have a little bit more fun with this. Here, I'm going to give you one more drop, and we're going to have some fun with this. What's like a longer one? Let's do 23 seconds. But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat, because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. I'm just saying injuries happen way more in the NFL than any other sport. You got to be careful. You got to be careful trying to stack weeks ahead. And the intention of making money on an island game, just a warning. You want to try to stack way in advance. I don't know if you know this, but football players leave it all on the line. Sometimes they get hurt. What happens then? What happens if they get hurt? You ever think about that? Hell yeah, dude. I honestly, I wouldn't do this with a lot of people, but Artemis is the best. You need Top Shot Tony's steak. Oh, then I gotta shave though. When my halftime quick. I know. Oh god. Anyways, you guys want to take a look at Rumble a little bit? Do we want to take a look at Rumble? We can I thought this was pretty interesting from this past week. Let me get the I want to make sure I pull up the right tab so John doesn't yell at me. Which, by the way, let it be known, John sent me some really good stuff at the beginning that I just didn't have time to look at before sharing it live. And in my mind, I can do that, and I'm not good at it. Okay. All right, here we go. What do we got here? So this is looking at some of the week. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Yeah. Oh, you think football stuff, dude? You ever see fighters? Oh man, try stacking fighters. All right, let's look at last week's results. Here we go. This was the scores that people were putting up. OTM struggling a little bit with getting their projections out. I mean, their ownership percentages out. And yeah, it's bad. It's bad. They need to get that. I know they're under a lot of pressure right now. Not pressure, but they're trying to get a lot done right now. Gotta get, but anyways, let's look at this. So this was the actual score. Lamar Jackson, 45%. I believe Lamar was his projected ownership was 12% going into it, right? And Josh Allen was projected to be around 20%. Lamar outscored him by 13 points. Tua, who was definitely nobody was playing Tua. No one was playing Tua at all. At 40, and he scored 43, the second highest scoring quarterback, which is wild, right? Which is wild. Then we look at Jalen Hurts came in third. Now, Jalen Hurts was going to be the second or third most popular one, I think. And he did fine, 36. But look at that gap. Look at that gap. And again, it's about like not stacking, right? It's about not stacking. When we look at the week 1 first place lineup versus the week 2 first place lineup, right? Which I don't hold on. I don't think is up there right now. But like the comparison from week 1 to week 2, the biggest difference, right? The biggest difference is don't forget to stack players who are less likely to have off the field incidents as well. Can never be too sure. But what happens is, right, like the week 1, a lot of the chalk hit. And so it was a little bit harder to like distinguish yourself with the lineup. But in week 2, the chalk didn't hit as much. So it was a lot easier. So if you didn't play some of those popular plays, like when we look at somebody like Jonathan Taylor's projected ownership, I think was supposed to be in like the 30s. And my guy put up 7 points. All right. Even Christian McCaffrey, like put up a dud. And if we go over, I wanted to share my screen. I figured we could go look at, my lineup, and you can see how bad it was. Hold on. I just got to log in. And I wanted to show you how bad it was. But again, like, I think it's just important to take into consideration like lineup construction. Although now it's saying, hold on, let me go back to contest. Can we not look at previous week's score? Oh, week 2. Here we go. All right. Sorry, guys. Wait, what? So Watson gets on the field, but Sarver's out. What? No, what? PP, what? Are you watching the show, PP? What's going on? All right, let's look at this. So we scored 138. We finished at 3,324. Well, look at this. Jonathan Taylor, who I believe was probably in the high 30s, was around a high 30 percentage, had 7 points. Saquon Barkley's another popular play, right? The 3 most popular plays were going to be Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, and AJ Brown. And they like neither of them did anything. I think CMC was the highest scoring of the 3 with like 16 points or 15 points. AJ Brown had a dud. Justin Jefferson had a dud. And Jefferson and Cooper Kupp actually did well. But those 2 were like the 2 most popular wide receiver plays, right? So a lot of duds in here. But let's go look at Carby93, who finished in first place with a whopping 243. Had Jalen Hurts naked with Nick Chubb, Aaron Jones, Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, Mark Andrews, Jamar Chase, and Buffalo. So the Buffalo D and Stephon Diggs were kind of necessary. I think we're going to see those in a lot of the top lineups only because, Stephon Diggs went absolutely nuclear. And then the Jalen Hurts, rare, which is a little bit different as the hero at 42. But there we go. That was first place here. Second place. Second place. Wow. Okay, there we go. Same thing. Another Jalen Hurts up top. Had Justin Jeff. Wait, what the hell is going on? Sorry, guys. All right, Jalen Hurts, Aaron Jones, who had another monster game, which again, just coming after like a game where he was garbage. Absolutely crushes, right? Absolutely crushes that. And again, low ownership. Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, Mark Andrews, Tyreek Hill, and Green Bay. But there you go. Those are your top two lineups. I will say, when it's someone like Jalen Hurts, because we talk a lot about stacking, right? When it's someone like Jalen Hurts or Bandy setting or Lamar, I think it's a little less necessary for like the stacking to commence, right? I don't think you need to do it as much. Just because they still have paths of getting there without a wide receiver, right? Like no real wide receiver for Hurts got there because what did he rush 2 in and threw 1, right? So it's not needed as much. So there you go. I don't know. That's the Rumble discourse. So this is for football content for the rest of the week, just so you guys are aware, right? On Friday, Big Ticket and Jay Light are going to come back on. We'll build some Rumble lineups together. Jay Light, fresh off winning a bunch of money on DraftKings, so excited to talk to him. Hopefully, we have some more information about packs, like what's in them, how much they're going to cost, all of those things, and then Sunday morning is a big one. Sunday morning, John, who's going to be here, we'll go over the spreadsheets. We'll build some lineups together. We'll talk some DraftKings stuff. And then most importantly, AJ Curry's going to come onto the show, announce the challenges live for Sunday and Sunday night on our show. And then we're going to give away an all-day pack as well. So a lot of good stuff coming. But I appreciate everyone being here today. Shout out to Momentum Labs. Go check them out if you haven't. I'll drop another link to the spreadsheets. Get in the Discord. They're doing a lot of cool stuff in there as it comes to projections. I know he's got some like run a backpack EV conversations that we'll have tomorrow. Doing a lot of good work over there. So shout out Momentum Labs and John Boy. But that's it for football this week. So we'll see you again on Friday for football related stuff. Tonight, Shot Tank is back on actually Jeb Bush's channel at 9 p.m. Eastern with the whole gang. Mark Mice is saying the new playbook is live to look at. Poker Pro Eric says 125 yards are available, FYI. And what I say to you is this show started 52 minutes ago, FYI. We already covered that shit. Thanks for being here, though. Make sure you like the stream, subscribe, and we will be back. What's his channel link for actually Jeb Bush? Hold on, let me get that before we go. Yeah, make sure you like the stream, though, if you haven't done that. If you're commenting, it means you already subscribed because you had to in order to do it. But let me get you actually Jeb Bush's channel. My guy, 1.3 subscribers already. He's going to be giving away some Top Shot packs too. So get in there. Good to see everybody. We'll see you again soon. We are out. But I'm just not going to do it.